Welcome everybody, I am Traren. In this video, we'll be going over Mage Covenant abilities in World of Warcraft Shadowlands. This video is for anyone that is curious about Shadowlands Covenant abilities and isn't just looking for which one will do the most damage. We will be going over each Covenant ability, seeing how they fit, how they feel, and how fun they are. I'm not concerned with damage here because Blizzard will be tuning all of these over the next 2 years anyway. These are in no particular order, these are my opinions. I haven't even picked a Covenant yet myself, but hopefully I can help you decide when that time comes. Please let me know in the comments which is your favorite Covenant and why. Let's get into it. We'll start with Kyrian, Radiant Spark. This is a short cast time that does direct damage and then a damage over time. It empowers your next spells, stacking each spell, which ends after 4. This has a very short cooldown that you'll likely be using every time it's up. Seems to me it'll fit nicely in any rotation, but might slightly alter your rotation at the time of use. Empowering your other spells gives you choices depending on the scenario. This seems like a very well-rounded ability for each specialization and useful in both dungeons and raids. It's not super flashy, but it doesn't have to be effective. Overall, I really like this. Let's take a moment to look at Radiant Spark. Summon Steward. I don't think this is as fun as some of the other Covenant signature abilities, but you can't deny its usefulness. The Phial of Serenity is going to have its uses for sure. I just feel compared to the utility and fun of the other Covenant abilities, it's just kind of lacking. Resetting your talents every 4 hours is whatever. I would rather have an ability that did something interactive with my character. Here's your Steward. Next we have Venthyr, Mirrors of Torment. This is a short cast that puts 3 mirrors on the target. Whenever they basically do anything, a mirror is consumed that does damage, slows their movement, and cast speed. This can happen every 6 seconds currently. When the last mirror is consumed, it blasts the target, roots them, and silences them. Each time a mirror is consumed, you gain a benefit based on your specialization. This ability seems fun, fits the mage well, and I love interacting with abilities like Fire Blast and Brain Freeze. Arcane doesn't have an ability interaction, but they get mana, which equals pumping more damage. The spell itself does some really fun things other than damage. I really like this ability. I think it'll have a lot of uses. Here's a peek at Mirrors of Torment. Door of Shadows. This is a teleport with a short cast time. Mages have great mobility, so being able to teleport to a location will just add to that. It'll be really neat to see how creative people can get with this in dungeons. I think it's one of the coolest fun signature abilities. Here it is in action. And up next we have Necrolords, Deathborn. You transform into a powerful skeletal mage. Each specialization has a spell that gets empowered to hit additional targets and your spell damage is increased. This is one of the longer cooldowns. It seems like it should be good, but I'd like to see the cooldown shortened even at the cost of doing less damage. You really have to pick and choose when you're going to use this. It seems a little simple. This is probably the easiest of the Mage Covenant abilities. It's okay, but I feel there's a lot of room for improvement. I do love the transformation into something else. That's fun. Well, let's check it out. Fleshcraft. This is an absorb shield of 20% up to 50% of your hit points. Channeling next to a corpse is what increases that based on the power of the corpse. It has a rather long channel of 4 seconds, so you won't be doing this much in combat, I imagine, and I worry you may fall behind in a quickly moving Mythic Plus group. But having a shield that large will definitely be useful, and who doesn't like absorbing the essence of a fresh corpse? Let's take a look at Fleshcraft. Last but not least, we have Night Fae, Shifting Power. This is a channeled spell that blasts enemies around you for the duration of the channel. Also while channeling, your mage ability cooldown timers are reduced. I kind of like this ability and I kind of don't, but only for personal reasons. Blasting everything around you is fun, of course it fits the mage, and reducing your cooldowns has potential to be amazing in any specialization. I just don't like long channeled spells. If you don't mind it, then great, this thing is amazing. It does feel really fun and powerful. I may have to get over my personal issues with channeled spells. Let's take a look at it. Soul Shape. You shapeshift and teleport 15 yards and get a good speed increase. You can teleport every few seconds after, and it lasts 12 seconds or indefinitely in a rested area. Can't really complain about this ability. I think it's pretty sweet. I saw on Wowhead options to switch it between Vulpin and other animals, which is really cool. I think it's pretty solid and fun. Let's take a quick look at me as a Vulpin. That wraps up the Mage Covenant abilities. Are you going to be a Kyrian, Venthyr, Necrolord, or Night Fae Mage? Let me know in the comments below. Please make sure to like and subscribe so you know when future videos are released. Also, catch me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/jtrarin, where we can hang out, answer some questions, and do some dungeons. That's it for now. Until next time.